What's good, YouTube? This is Evan from DMV Sports Zone giving you another update on all things DMV Sports.
Sports Zone. Chased down by Beal in the corner for three, gets fouled and hits.
Welcome to DC.
Well, they tied him out.
You know where you're at, the USA Cap. You're taking it slightly, I'm taking it slightly. Now how you gon' act, or you gon' be right back. When we gon' be right here, we gon' be right here. We ain't going nowhere. Welcome to DC. DC, the home of Chuck Brown. Oh, you don't know the sound? Well, let me break.
Now, as per usual, we start with the Washington Wizards. So the Wizards are hitting another rough patch, the latest outing, a 116-87 humbling by the hand of the Celtics on Sunday. The loss drops the Wizards to 23-24. They're the 10 seed in the East. They have lost 3 in a row, and if the season ended today, they would play Boston in the play-in tournament. But here's the week ahead for Washington. For the Wizards, the week begins on Tuesday when they host the Los Angeles Clippers. The Clippers come in at 23-25. They're the 9 seed in the West, so if the season ended today, they play Portland in the play-in tournament. LA is coming off a 110-102 loss in New York on Sunday. This is the first of 2 between the Wizards and the Clippers. Last season, Washington and LA split a pair, with the home team winning both. And for the Wizards, it's a short week. They close out the week and the month on Saturday when they head to Memphis to face the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies are currently 32-17, the 3 seed in the West, so if the season ended today, they play Denver in the playoffs. Memphis is coming off a 104-91 loss in Dallas on Sunday. This is the last of 2 between the Wizards and the Grizzlies. Washington leads the season series 1-0 after beating Memphis 115-87 in DC on November 5th. Up next, let's talk about the Washington Capitals. So for the Caps, a win's a win, and that's what we're all telling ourselves after the Capitals beat the Senators 3-2 in overtime on Saturday. The win improves the Caps to 23-10-9. That's good for 55 points and 4th place in the Metropolitan Division. So if the season ended today, the Capitals would play New York in the playoffs. So here's the week ahead for Washington. For the Capitals, the week begins tonight when they host the Vegas Golden Knights. The Knights come in at 24-15-2. That's good for 50 points and 1st place in the Pacific Division. So if the season ended today, they play Minnesota in the playoffs. Vegas is coming off a 4-3 overtime win over the Canadiens on Thursday. This is the first of 2 between the Capitals and the Golden Knights. In the 2019-20 season, Washington and Vegas split a pair, with the home team winning both. And on Wednesday, the Capitals will conclude this homestand when they welcome in the San Jose Sharks. The Sharks are currently 21-19-2. That's good for 44 points and 4th place in the Pacific Division. If the season ended today, they'd make the playoffs and they play Colorado in the first round. San Jose's coming off a 7-1 humbling at the hands of the Lightning on Saturday. They've lost 2 in a row. This is the last of 2 between the Capitals and the Sharks. Washington leads the season series 1-0 after blanking San Jose 4-0 in San Jose on November 20th. And for the Capitals, the week and the month conclude on Friday when they head to Dallas to face the Stars. The Stars are currently 20-16-2. That's good for 42 points and 5th place in the Central Division. If the season ended today, they'd miss the playoffs. Dallas is coming off a 5-4 overtime win in Detroit on Friday, though. They've won 2 in a row. This is the first of 2 between the Capitals and the Stars. In the 2019-20 season, Washington and Dallas split a pair, with the road team winning both. And now we transition to college basketball, and we start with the Maryland Terrapins. So Maryland, last time they took the court on Friday, that was a win that might change the season around. They beat number 17 Illinois 81-65. The win improves the Terrapins to 10-9, 2-6 in the Big Ten, but still 13th place ahead of only Nebraska. And as of the latest bracketology, Maryland is not in the field. But here's the week ahead for the Terps. For Maryland, the week begins on Tuesday when they head to Piscataway to face the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Rutgers comes in at 11-7, 5-3 in the Big Ten. That's good for 5th place. But as of the latest bracketology, Rutgers is not in the field. The Scarlet Knights are coming off a 68-65 loss at Minnesota on Saturday. This is the last of 2 between Maryland and Rutgers. The Scarlet Knights took the first meeting 70-59 in College Park on January 15th. And for Maryland, the week and the month conclude on Saturday when they return home to host the Indiana Hoosiers. Indiana is currently 14-5, 5-4 in the Big Ten. That's good for 7th place. And the latest bracketology has Indiana as an 8 seed. The Hoosiers are coming off an 80-62 loss against Michigan on Sunday, though, and this is the first of 2 between Maryland and Indiana. Up next, let's talk about the Virginia Cavaliers. So for Virginia, Saturday was a game they needed to have, but they came up short, falling 77-63 at NC State. The loss drops the Cavaliers to 11-8, 5-4 in the ACC. That's good for 8th place. And as of the latest bracketology, Virginia is not in the field. So here's the week ahead for the Wahoos. For Virginia, the week begins tonight when they return home to host the Louisville Cardinals. Louisville comes in with the same 11-8 overall record and 5-4 conference record as Virginia, but due to a tiebreak, they find themselves in 7th place. And as of the latest bracketology, Louisville is not in the field. The Cardinals are coming off an 82-70 loss against Notre Dame on Saturday, and this is the first of two between Virginia and Louisville. And for Virginia, the week and the month conclude on Saturday when they head to South Bend to face the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Notre Dame is currently 12-6, 5-2 in the ACC. That's good for 4th place, but as of the latest bracketology, Notre Dame is not in the field. The Fighting Irish are coming off that 82-70 win at Louisville that you heard about earlier, and they've won 2 in a row. And this is the only meeting this season between Virginia and Notre Dame. Up next, let's talk about the Virginia Tech Hokies. So for Virginia Tech, it was another bad loss on Saturday. They fell 68-63 at Boston College. The loss drops the Hokies to 10-8, 2-5 in the ACC. That's good for 13th place. And the latest bracketology has Virginia Tech in the first 4 out. So here's the week ahead for the Hokies. For Virginia Tech, the week begins tonight when they return home to host the North Carolina Tar Heels. North Carolina comes in at 12-6, 4-3 in the ACC. That's good for 6th place. And the latest bracketology has North Carolina as a 9 seed. The Tar Heels are coming off a 98-76 loss at Wake Forest on Saturday, though, and they've lost 2 in a row. This is the first of 2 between Virginia Tech and North Carolina. On Wednesday, Virginia Tech will host the Miami Hurricanes. Miami is currently 14-5. That's good for 6-2 in the ACC and 2nd place in the conference standings. And the latest bracketology has Miami as an 8 seed. The Hurricanes are coming off a 61-60 loss against Florida State on Saturday, and this is the first of 2 between Virginia Tech and Miami. And for Virginia Tech, the week and the month conclude on Saturday when they head to Tallahassee to face the Florida State Seminoles. Florida State is currently 13-5, 6-2 in the ACC. That's good for 1st place in the conference, and the latest bracketology has Florida State in the last 4 in. Seminoles are coming off that 61-60 win at Miami on Saturday, and they've won 6 in a row. This is the only meeting this season between Virginia Tech and Florida State. And finally, let's talk about the Georgetown Hoyas. So for Georgetown, the hits keep on coming. The latest one, an 84-74 loss at the hands of Villanova, number 11 Villanova, on Saturday. The loss drops the Hoyas to 6-10, 0-5 in the Big East, and that's last place. They've lost 6 in a row and haven't won a game in over a month. As of the latest bracketology, obviously, Georgetown is not in the field. So here's the week ahead for the Hoyas. For Georgetown, the week begins on Tuesday when they travel to Storrs to face the 20th-ranked Connecticut Huskies. UConn comes in at 13-4, 4-2 in the Big East. That's good for 3rd place. And the latest bracketology has UConn as a 6th seed. Huskies are coming off a 76-56 win at Butler on Thursday. They've won 3 in a row. This is the only meeting this season between Georgetown and UConn. And for Georgetown, the week and the month conclude on Saturday when they head to Indianapolis to face the Butler Bulldogs. Butler is currently 9-10, 2-6 in the Big East. That's good for 9th place. As of the latest bracketology, Butler is not in the field. The Bulldogs are coming off a 69-62 loss at number 21 Providence on Sunday. This is the last of 2 between Georgetown and Butler. The Bulldogs won the first meeting 72-58 in D.C. on January 13th. Well, that's it for this update, but until next time, we've got plenty of good content coming here on the YouTube channel. We've also started up a TikTok at DMV Sports Zone, so go follow us over there. We'll be dropping more stuff over there, myself included. And until next time, I'm Evan, signing off.